Now I just want to have a chat, what I just chat locally on my TV, about people with cystic fibrosis and what I grew up with. Now I've talked about when I was born, most people with cystic fibrosis, you start off with everyone's the same, similar. You do have different strains still. Some people cop it worse than others. But you might as well say I had the worst. As I was born dead, I died. It killed me straight away. Right? And then I was in hospital till I was about 8. Mostly up to about 5, 4. Constantly. Like nearly lived there. But over the years, I got better. I got better once I can use my own conscience too, I noticed, when I got older. And found out that I had to do certain things. We had to move around. When we cough up phlegm, moving around helps us do that, besides punching the shit out of our back and doing certain exercises. Right? The movement's just as good. And I'd rather get 2 birds in one stone, sitting there playing video games, whinging and whining about things and stuff. I'd rather get up and get 2 birds in one stone, which is what I started doing. Definitely when I started listening to myself more often than a parent saying, no, just sit there. The parents who go, no, just sit there and pamper too much. The ones with cystic fibrosis, that I watched. Sometimes I used to think I felt that I was getting left out. Should be getting pampered just as much. Right? But now I look back and notice they're all dead. And I go, perhaps the pampering killed them. They loved them so much that they killed them, not pushing them. You see? But I pushed myself. I never had one time that I can remember, would have been a very small list, of my mum going, now you better push yourself, boy. She was more, nah, you can sit down. Yeah, you got cystic fibrosis. I could have used that excuse. You could get lazy with things like that, which will make you more sicker and get rid of the problem of you have to pamper me, I guess. You know what I mean, people? And so I do these exercises. I push myself a lot. And because I've done that, I actually have problems with the government. Instead of just sitting around being lazy, let my illness take over, right? Because I push myself, then they believe I'm healthy. But they don't get cystic fibrosis and how often it attacks, and it comes in out of nowhere like the devil, right? And then when I do work and function, it's like when you have a headache and a gut ache, right, and can't breathe properly, but you're going to work anyway. And because you're going to work, your boss will even say to you, oh, look, you're at work, so do it. That's what we're surrounded by. Sad system. I constantly got to fight. I constantly get cut off with Centrelink and all sorts of things as I go to work, try to push and try to do what they say, but then something happens. And because of the trying, makes it worse by going too hard, too fast, too much. I ain't normal. I'm a person with cystic fibrosis. All strains are bad. I'm more healthier because of education, pushing myself, God's will, as they might say. Things like that. Right? Medication in some ways. But too much of anything kills you. Remember I talked about that? Now I do this dancing, and I can do quick dancing too when my health is even better. Right? I can do all sorts of dancing. I will show you one day. And I know people are going to turn up and expect me to do it straight away. But I'm sorry. I have other issues besides cystic fibrosis that can pull that up a little bit. I also have mental issues because of these people, how they treat people with cystic fibrosis, you see. I even have a neighbour right now telling me that I don't have cystic fibrosis and laughs at me that I should be sick in bed and I'm not what I am because I pushed so hard as I did. You see, people? So perhaps too much righteous is a curse, isn't it? As these people only feed themselves with what they believe is true, that they feed themselves with the basic collective of failures, I guess. You know what I mean? As I've just explained on what happens in certain areas. That is sad, isn't it? It keeps people in their collective sin. But anyway, good luck out there, as I get told that all the time. As this one same person said that I could sue a doctor that was a similar person to the person that was talking to me, saying I don't have cystic fibrosis. Their perspective before all the information. What they usually see. Right? He did the same thing, Steve-O, the doctor, what you do and what you did. But at least he apologised pretty quickly. You have not. You won't even admit you're wrong. That's the things that we put up with. People like Steve-O's. Anyway, have a good one, people, and see yous later.